Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Relevant, and welcome back to Mr. Relevant Plays. Now, I've talked about this before. Having too much uncon procs, but talking about it and actually seeing it and experiencing are two completely different things. So, what does it look like to have 10 to 11 bridge officer abilities that proc unconventional systems? But what if I took it a step further and also combined it with health orders and the other two traits that I've mentioned before? Well, that's what I'm doing today. So I have every single uncommon proc I can throw on a ship. I generally do think that 11 is highest that you can go. At least I don't own a ship that can have more than 11, but 11, here we are. And then with the traits, I added to health orders and, of course, just your member. I mean, all hands on deck, which this one is going to be a little difficult just because it goes off of command and tactical abilities, and I'm only really running 2. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. So we're going to go ahead and hop in here, see what it looks like when you have too much uncon. Too much, things going on. I am also running Intelligent Agent Attaché, so whenever my weapons do a critical, which I think my crit chance isn't terrible. Yeah, my crit chance isn't terrible. I mean, my Endeavor, I did get lucky with my Endeavors. I'm on the Endeavor rank 237, but my critical chance is maxed out. So there is that. Some people thought that my Endeavor rank was in the thousands, and no, not even close. Not even a little bit. Not even a quarter way there. So let's go ahead and see what too much uncon looks like on a ship, because I've talked about a lot. Sweet spot being 7 to 9. If you have 6 or below, then you want to run with health orders. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what it looks like when you have all of the uncon constantly going off, constantly being able to activate. Honestly, I'm scared to even be doing this. But we're about to find out. So let's go ahead and hop into Hive Elite, and then I'll show you how it looks like. Hopefully I won't get into a run where there's like 2 people doing like 10 billion DPS. But let's find out. Alright. I'll see y'all in Hive. Alrighty, we are back. There's one thing that I did add. I got rid of Custom Power Matrix and threw on Eye of Grethor for the additional 10% cooldown reduction. There are other consoles that have the same, like, cooldown capability for universal consoles, and same thing with the Captain actual abilities. I don't own it, so sorry. I would take this build to the max if I owned everything, but I do not. So we about to go in there and see if, like, how obnoxious too much uncon can be. My combat log is not even on. I'm honestly having a hard time keeping up with it. As you can see, my abilities were going off like crazy. I spent most of my time making sure that my clickies were all going off instead of, like, paying attention to where I really was. But yeah, with every captain ability that goes off, the uncon will proc because it tells orders. Like it, in order for you to really be able to do this, you have to have like another spam bar, which I don't have. So yeah, you could do it for sure. Combining to hell with orders with unconventional systems. Adding intelligence agent attaché, which I always run anyway. It's definitely doable. It's a lot. And as you can see, my universal consoles were constantly going off. Constantly going off cooldown, being able to activate very, very quickly. And of course, once the synergy starts, going and things activate at this very specific time, you'll start noticing, oh, hey, all my universal consoles are basically going off one after another constantly. So yeah, doing a pure uncon build is definitely doable. It is a lot. And I still sit by I still sit by saying that all you really need is anywhere between 7 to 9, and anything less than that, that's when you want to run to hell with orders. So yeah. It's hard to keep track of it all, especially if your spam bar is lacking in terms of like how much, like if I had third spam bar, oh, I could do it and it'd be totally fine. I'd be having a blast. I just put it all right there and then put this at the end of it because of actually no, I still wouldn't put that on there because that can kill your spam bar. But yeah, no, I gotta have a whole third row, put all this stuff on here except for these two, because these two are things that I want to manually activate, especially this one says you can basically just turn it off. But yeah, no, like you can do it. It's doable. You need a third spam bar. But when we create the spam bar, you can only have two. You can't have a third. So it's, yeah. I probably could play with this and maybe create a third one that isn't attached to the spacebar. You see, add new key. Let me see. What would be a good key to hit? I'll just do I think I'll do the left alt. If I can find it. I actually could do shift. Yeah, let's do shift. Shift. Add action. Let me see. What is it again? Execute full tray. That's what it is. Wait, no. Execute full tray. Make it number 7. And see. Grapevine file. I would just have to keep spamming shift and spacebar, which I don't know how I feel about that. What if I do this? See if I can do a double spacebar thing. See what happens. Execute full tray 7. Create bind file. Oh yeah, no, that completely. Yep, no, that ruins that one. So it looks like you can get a third tray. You just have to play with it. Really find out what a good, option would be. Which honestly, shift to me feels like the only one that really works. Honestly, just because it's right there. But yeah, I'll have to play with it, and I'll let you know what I discover. It's definitely doable, but yeah, this is the having all the uncon. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. God bless, and I hope you guys have a wonderful and fantastic day.